Hello to all my friends out there, and this is the Rhoda Stone Show. So, okay, it's the last day of the month, and so let me show you. Okay, this is my ex-husband's cousin Richard, and this I think is Ken Mueller. And that picture was taken a long time ago. I think my husband might have been in Vietnam when that was taken. And so, I tried to explain, things to my son, what it was like back when, but the pictures tell it better than all the telling. And the movies, when they try to do movies of that period, are very inaccurate as well. So, okay, one thing, I've been doing is trying to make a little extra money by selling things on eBay. And I have to be careful because, okay, so it was last year. These are Cole Haan sunglasses, and these are really nice. You've seen me wear them, and they sold, so I have to be very careful. I have to mail them off tomorrow morning. And then these are handmade. I'm really shocked these have not sold, but they will. And they're beautiful sunglasses. So, when I was doing the swap meet, everything sells eventually. And I sold them cheap too, about $24.98. If you get good sunglasses and you take care of them, they will last a lifetime. So I brewed some jasmine tea, and it's still hot because I want to drink some iced tea. So, okay, I want to conserve my money for the rest of the day. Well, I'll be conserving my money for the rest of the spring. I want to be very careful with my money. And I'm going to be doing some things, and I will tell you why. Okay, one of the followers told me why you don't squeeze your lemon into the tea. I mean, I wasn't as bad enough to drink the lemon water for getting the grease off your fingers, but, I didn't know. So the idea is you want to squeeze your lemon into your spoon so you don't get seeds in your tea. So, okay, I'm 63 years old, and I've been drinking seeds in my tea all these years because I didn't have enough brains to look it up. Okay, so what I do is I buy dollar food, and then, I eat it eventually. It's good. If you have never tried these, $1 Dollar Tree. And then I bought these little burritos. These are really good. But they're kind of small, so I'm not going to be cooking dinner for a long time, and I'll tell you why in just 1 minute. Okay, so you guys saw my videos that I make yogurt, and I put salt on these. I think it tastes better. Someone mentioned you eat a lot of salt. Well, it tastes better. I try not to go crazy, but... And then I keep the cookies in the freezer. And someone said one of my cookies looked like a Pac-Man. It was Sunny Always. Hi, Sunny Always. I like your comments. Oh, listen, if I miss your comments, it's not because I don't like your comments. I can only respond to so many comments. And some days I'm not with it. Okay. This is Cousin Richard, and my husband is on the other side. But on the other side, we had the Mormons, okay? Both sides were good. Both sides were totally different. And so here is a picture of Where is he? See the little guy here? All the way from Missouri, the children pushed. They were called push carts because, you know, you would push from behind. Here is my grandmother's grandmother. She was born on the way over, if I am not mistaken. And most of the time, she tells the stories. From Switzerland to Utah. That's a long ways, you guys. Okay, I'll tell you the story. They were in Switzerland, but the grandmother, some of the grandmothers had a dream that men were coming to tell them something important. I well remember the day my Uncle John Reber was baptized. Okay, in the town, there was Rebers, there was Hafens, and there was Levitts. We were the Levitts. And my cousins were the Rebers. Everyone was related. And I really liked those boy cousins. I really did. And one hit me in the side of the head with a mud ball. And like, I had ear infections for years, but I bore him no ill will. He was the first cousin. He was the first to join the church in that section. It was midwinter, and the ice over the lake was more than a foot thick. You get the idea? It's cold there. He came down on his crutches to where they had picked through the ice, and he was helped into the water. He handed his crutches to a friend who stood near. When he came out, he walked on without them, while icicles froze on all his clothes before he could get them changed. Never again in all of his life did he use crutches. The hump disappeared entirely, and his hands became straight. So otherwise, he was healed. And so because of this miracle and a lot of other miracles, they were all converted. Now, we come to this. And I saw some stuff online, and I thought it was very inaccurate. Who is going to do this to their children? Plus, I don't know if you know Mormons, they're very devoted to their children. The reason is because most of the time if you were lynched, you were murdered. So it was in your best interest to leave. Okay, it's on the way. Our provisions began to get low. One day a herd of buffalo ran past, and the men of our company shot 2 of them. Such a feast we had when they were dressed. Each family was given a piece of meat to take along. My brother John, now he was a kid, who pushed at the back of our cart, used to tell how hungry he was all the time and how tired he got from pushing. Well, I guess, have any of you ever driven up the Rocky Mountains? Remember, you're pushing from behind. A lot of times the babies and the nursing mothers were too weak to walk. They pushed them too. He said that he felt like if he could just sit down for a few minutes, he would feel much better. But instead, Father would ask if he couldn't push just a little harder. Mother was nursing the baby and could not help much, especially when the food ran short and she grew weak. Now, just a side note, and my sister-in-law can confirm this, she had a 12-pound baby. These are not small people. When rations were reduced, Father gave Mother a portion of his share of the food, so he was not so strong either. When we got that chunk of buffalo meat, Father put it in the handcart. My brother John remembered that it was the fourth part of the week, the beginning of the week, just like a week ago. And Father said we would save it for Sunday dinner. They were very religious. John said, I was so very hungry and the meat smelled so good to me while pushing at the handcart that I could not resist. Well, would you believe that dog food smelled pretty good? I bought on markdown at Walmart. I just want to tell you, if you get a chance to get that dog food on markdown, go for it. I had a little pocket knife, and I stockpile pocket knives for barter. I had a little pocket knife, and with it, I cut off a piece or two each half day, so say twice a day. Although I expected a severe whooping when Father found out, I cut off little pieces each day. I would chew them so long that they got white and perfectly tasteless. When Father came to get the meat, he asked me if I had been cutting off some of it. I said yes. I was so hungry I could not let it alone. Instead of giving me a scolding or a whipping, Father turned away and wiped tears from his eyes. So like in my family, you know, running out of food, are you kidding? Okay, so that is where today I bought 4 of these, and you want to get beef too, because you know the beef have been compromised, drowned. In other words, drowned, no beef. And then of all the nuts, you would want to get almonds or Brazil nuts. I think they're supposed to be the most nutritious. In fact, a serving size of almonds is about 9 almonds. I get hickory smoked because I like them. Also good snacks for dogs. So, okay, so you know I made the yogurt. So today I said enough of this stuff. I will make some chicken jerky in the oven. I will just make it until I learn how to make it. And I have this beef. So whatever meat I have in my freezer, I will start making jerky. And I have bacon, and I'm going to make a bunch of bacon bits. These are good. Here's 2 other items that I sell. These are Indian whistles. These are nice. If you find these in a stockpile, grab them. I will try to give you a concert, but I don't know how to do this. If I practice it, improve. I sell them for 20 bucks. Okay, so now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to set my oven at 200, and I will crack the door. Then I will cut the meat cross grain. I'm going to do 2 chicken breasts and 1 of these beefs. And so you might be going, that's not what you're supposed to use. Hey, I make the rules around here. So I have some of these in my what do you call them, spices. So on one of the chicken, I will have New Orleans, and one I will have barbecue. And they say it's best to, also I want to do lemon pepper. I might do both of these. And so lemon pepper, and then on my jerky, I like a little of these spices. So what I'll do is, it's best if you want to, it doesn't take that long either. It says about 3 hours. These are good. So you figure my lunch would be $2. These hamburgers might be partially soy meat. Then I'm going to fry this bacon, half of it. I'm going to save half. And I'm going to make bacon bits. So I'll cut the meat cross grain while it's partially frozen, and I'll lightly season it. And then I'll just put it in the oven, and I will dehydrate it. And so I'm not expecting a perfect application the first few times. Although my yogurt, ooh, these are good. These are really good. My yogurt was okay the first time. I mean, I think it improved afterwards. You know, this is funny. Now, you know, once in a while I run into some bikers, and you know, I'm like Sally Suburbia. And so, you know, my ex-husband was in the 101st Airborne, and you just cannot look at these old ladies and know anything. And hello to Cousin Richard and Cousin Bev, too. So they had, oh, and hello, Sammy. And let's see, who am I forgetting? This can't be. If this goes on all night long, I cannot stop this video until I say hi to my husband's brother. Hello, Merle and Donna. Okay, that was disgraceful. So, okay, you guys, God bless you all.